Hey guys, Rube the Noob here. Today we're going to be building some coils for a Doge Rda. Now, here's what it looks like right now, which I've got a green and black mod, which is why there's a green and black squishy. Of course, it matches the actual Rda. And the coils that are on it, they're a little old, but we're going to put some new ones in today. And we're actually going to dual it. So, first, you're going to need, of course, your RDA. You're going to need wire, which I'm going to be using 26 gauge. You can't tell, but 26 gauge. And you got to, of course, have your cotton, which I got mine in this fancy little bear from a giant-ass gummy bear. You're going to need your coil building kit, which this has got your screwdrivers for your different sizes, which I use the big one to wrap, because I don't have the wrapping tool, because you don't need it when you got a screwdriver. Tweezers to clean your coils, make sure there's no hot spots and they're heating from inside out. Cutters for the wire, pliers in case you need a bend. Scissors for your cotton. Now it was a good buy. This only cost me about $15. Now, I could have spent another $20 to get that coil twisting tool, and I didn't feel like spending it because screwdriver. But once you have all of this together, you're ready to build coils. I'll come back with you whenever I'm ready. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken the coil off and I just threw it in my little garbage can that I got right here. Don't need this right now. And grab this bigger screwdriver. Okay, that's going to be my coil screwdriver. This one is just for the screws. But what you're going to do is you are going to cut a length of wire, which here we're just going to double wrap 26 gauge. And make it just 26 gauge double wrapped on top of each other. Okay, so you're going to want to cut it, which I cut it in the wrong spot, but oh well, because you can always do that. Put this over here because we're done with that for now. Alright, so I'm going to straighten this wire out real quick and I'll come back. Okay, so what I've done here is I've attached it to a drill and I've attached one end to my pliers and I twisted it until it was straight. Because whenever you take it off the coil, it's all twisty because you twisted it on the coil. But right now, we got this. Now we're going to double it over and make it into our base wire coil. Be right back. Which all I did for bisting it, well, it's easier whenever you use a screwdriver for a drill, but I folded it completely in half, equal, just like Yogi. And now I'm going to use the drill and twist it up. Okay, well here's the finished product. I don't know how well it's going to focus. If it's even going to focus. No, it's not going to. Okay, well, there it is. Twisted on each other. I've already cleaned the edges up to where they all are symmetrical. Well, what you're going to do from here is you're going to want to roughly cut it in half, which is about right there. Alright, so you got your two pieces. One wire is going to be one coil, and one wire is going to be the other coil. Pretty self-explanatory. So, this is what we're going to do. We are going to clean the wire. That way, whenever we have them wrapped and go to clean them on the coils, they're in coil form, they don't stink. Okay, they're clean now. Well, clean as I'm going to get them. Alright, so what we're going to do is I'll make the first coil on camera, and then make the second one behind the scenes. So what you're going to do, if you're using a screwdriver, if you have the coil building tool, you don't need this. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take it, put just a lip on there, just enough to get into your grooves. Okay, hold it straight. You're going to want to bend it at a 90-degree angle, or close enough. And we're going to go 6 wraps on this. 6 wraps sounds good to me. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it on camera without hitting the camera. 6 coils, or 6 wraps. 6 wraps what I normally run in my Doge. It's also what I'm running in my temple if you watch my previous video. Ugh. I just found that this wire works best at 6 wraps. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so there it is. It's a little messy on that last coil, but it'll fix it out whenever we clean them. Okay, so there's one coil done, and you want to make sure to cut a long enough length. That way you can actually thread it. So there's one, and I'll make the other one. Okay, there they are. There's both your coils, ready to go, ready to put on the Doge. So what you're going to do whenever you get ready to put them on is you're going to take this piece. Well, it doesn't really much matter. This one's going to go in first no matter what, because of course it's long enough and it's going to be the first one to go in. But what you're going to do is you're going to straighten out where 90 bent one the best you can without fudging the coils. To where you get it's good enough. It's not terrible, it's not good. We're going to get that. And I'll do the same with the other. Okay, well with this one I had to bend it a little bit because the way I wrapped it wrong. But it's going to work. So what we're going to do is we're going to thread the first one in our post. You're going to go see how that worked out. There you go. And it's going to come out a little crooked. So if it does that and you don't like it, you can make it go in the hole. Thank you. You can do that, but it's still going to be crooked. We can straighten it out in a minute. So you're going to get your tightening tool. You're going to tighten down on your coil. Without stabbing yourself with a screwdriver, because that always feels awesome. You're going to tighten down the other one. Okay. Now, you see what happened when I tightened it down, how it pushed it out towards the outer edge? That'll cause a problem eventually. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen it back up, and we're going to pull it in. Now we're going to have to loosen the other side and let that side out. Just a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to set this up